This is JOM Radio.
Evening, how are you doing?
I always do what I gotta do, yeah. Every day like a deja vu. Monday, it's no fun. Always something that's gotta be done. Can't you see I just wanna feel young again. So give me that one day. Well, if you wanna say, hey, take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, line them up. Well, it's alright on a Friday night. You don't wanna go home, no. It's not too late to rock and roll. No, it's alright. You can get a little drunk on a Friday night. Get a little drunk on a Friday night. So hey, you tell me what you're drinking, and now I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Now, it wouldn't be wrong if we stayed here all night long. Forget about all your should do, have to's, leave into tomorrow. But if you wanna say, hey, take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, line them up. Well, it's alright on a Friday night. You don't wanna go home, no. It's not too late to rock and roll. No, it's alright. You can get a little drunk on a Friday night. Get a little drunk on a Friday night. Put those glasses in the air. Put those glasses in the air. So hey, you tell me what you're drinking, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Now. Hey, well, if you wanna say, hey, take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, line them up. Well, it's alright on a Friday night. You don't wanna go home, no. It's not too late to rock and roll. No, it's alright. You can get a little drunk on a Friday night. Get a little drunk on a Friday night. Put those glasses in the air. Hey, you can get a little drunk on a Friday night.
See what we did there? Welcome to the show.
Malitus. Well, that's the formalities over with.
This is JOM Radio.
There we are, Friday night and the Shires, and it is exactly that. It's Friday evening and you're tuned in to JOM Radio. A warm welcome to the show. I hope you are warm, although it's unlikely at the moment, of course. We've got great music on the way. I've got this week's something old and something new. It's Stevie Wonder, and it's Take That this week, and you can hear that again after 7 o'clock. Before then, we've got great music on the way. Damon Albarn and Shania Twain, to name a few. And then Jack Savaretti squeezed in before the end. It's all on the way for you. Of course, we love for you to get in touch with us here at JOM Radio. You can text and you can call 07415 2808 77. Calls and texts are charged at your standard network rate, but don't call or text from outside the UK. It's 07415 2808 77. You can find us on Facebook, just search for JOM Radio, and you can tweet me. I am at the Tom Packer. Follow me and tweet to me, and we'll do whatever you want over there. We'll pick it all up, we'll scoop it up, and we'll say it out loud on air, within reason, of course. We've got Mind the Gap on the way.
Mind the Gap.
So brace yourselves. It's all coming up. Sit tight. We're here for another 25 minutes. It's just not long enough, really, is it? Blink and you'll miss it. It's Friday night's JOM Radio. It's the 6th of February 2015 already. Already? And now song number 2 already. It's Shania Twain on JOM Radio. And that don't impress me much.
JOM Radio.
I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you've got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're regular, original, know-it-all. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. Yeah. I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket and a comb up his sleeve, just in case, and all that extra whole gel in your hair ought to lock it, 'cause heaven forbid it should fall out of place. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think it's something else. Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. You're one of those guys who likes to shine his machine. You made me take off my shoes before you let me get in. I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight.
That's a car good night. I hope you know.
Joking, right? Oh, you think it's something special. Oh, you think it's something else. Okay, so you got a car. That don't impress me much. So you got the moves, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. Oh, no, you think you're cool, but have you got the touch? Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm on the long, cold, lonely nights. That don't impress me much. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think, you're Elvis or something? Whatever.
Well, there we are then. That don't impress me much, and Shania
That
Twain.
don't impress me.
I think she's made it quite clear, hasn't she, really? Right then, well, getting in touch is very easy. 07415 2808 77 for the calls and texts, and just tweet us on the Twitter thing, hashtag JOM Radio. And for this bit particularly, the hashtag...
Mind the gap.
Yes, it is of course time for our beloved feature, Mind the Gap. This week's first story coming from the Metro newspaper. What attacks policeman during traffic stop using blinding light? What attacks policeman during traffic stop using blinding light? And your job is to decide what you think goes into that gap.
Mind the gap.
And the idea is to think as absurd as possible, and you will quite possibly hit the nail on the head there. What attacks policeman during traffic stop using blinding light. Have a think, and if you have any particularly good ideas, do let us know, and we may read some out. You can find out the answer to that Mind the Gap after the news at 7 o'clock, but now it's time for a song about an elephant. Yes. Mr. Tembo by Damon Albarn. It's about an elephant. He doesn't care, does he? It's JOM Radio.
In Chile, can I sing with you about Mr. Tembo and what he's got to do? But first I'm going back to the Coworth Road to find the mission and help him with his load. Mr. Tembo's on his way up the hill with only this song to tell you how he feels. But to get there he will need a helping hand. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned.
In Chile, we will sing with you.
Just like the TV in Mr. Tembo's room. Of the emphatic night he checked in on his own at Mokamazi Inn and made it his home. Mr. Tembo's on his way up the hill with only this song to tell you how he feels. But to get there he will need a helping hand. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned. In Chile, we will sing to you about Mr. Tembo and what he's going through. Gets up early while you are still in bed. Mr. Tembo, great blanket by his head. Mr. Tembo's on his way up the hill with only this song to tell you how he feels. But to get there he will need a helping hand. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned.
Lad, you take those lions off the front of the boat. Good God, man, have some heart in you, will you please? All right. I'm trying to run this expedition in a decent manner.
Logistics, haulage, golf, bungalows, spires, canals, cows, hay bales, telegraph wires, pylon power, farmhouse oak, chimneys still used, domes, satellites, football pitches, faded flags and lots of dogs, neon cross on top of a block of flats, and a church, not as usual.
Mr. Tembo's on his way up the hill with only this song to tell you how he feels. But to get there he will need a helping hand. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned. It's where he is now, but it wasn't what he planned.
You know you've made it in music when you can write a song about an elephant and no one bats an eyelid. Mr. Tembo and Damon Albarn there. Well, it's Damon Albarn and it's called Mr. Tembo. I should really get that the right way around. Right, we were doing this, weren't we?
Mind the gap.
You've got just over 2 minutes now to get the answer to what attacks policemen during traffic stop using blinding light. And it's not too difficult, this one. If you go with some of the most obvious ones, you may just get there. Something old and something new coming up after the news, and then a great song from Jack Savaretti. I strongly advise you do stay around for another 15 minutes here on JOM Radio, online, on mobile, and also on demand. It's 7 o'clock. Let's get the latest from bbc.co.uk. Islamic State militants claim that a US female hostage has been killed in a Jordanian airstrike in Syria in statements posted online. IS named the woman as aid worker Kyla Jean Muella. The group published photos of the alleged attack site in Raqqa on a Twitter feed often used for IS propaganda. Meanwhile, a British jihadist who travelled to Syria then faked his own death to try to return to the UK undetected. He's been given a 12-year custodial sentence. Imran Khawaja, aged 27, from West London, joined a militant group with links to so-called Islamic State while overseas. The German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President François Hollande are meeting Russia's Vladimir Putin to try to end escalating fighting in Ukraine. Mr. Hollande and Mrs. Merkel are taking to Moscow a peace proposal crafted in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev on Thursday, but details have not yet been released. Budget retailer Poundland has said it wants to buy 99p stores for £55 million, subject to approval by competition authorities. The two firms have signed a conditional deal for £47.5 million in cash and £7.5 million in shares. And the spending limit on contactless cards is to be increased to £30 from September 2015, the UK Cards Association has announced. The limit per transaction is currently £20, and when the technology was first introduced in 2007, the limit was only £10. The weather tomorrow: cloudy and less cold conditions continue southwards, with a few light showers in places, with brighter conditions and some sunny spells following. Winds easing in the south, but increasing in the northeast. That's from metoffice.gov.uk, and you're up to date on JOM Radio at creeping up to 2 minutes past 7. Well, thank you very much, Tom. He'll get there one day, I'm sure. Right then, time for the answer.
Mind the gap.
It was what attacks policemen during traffic stop using blinding light, and of course the answer was aliens. How could you not have guessed that? Fighting criminals is tough enough without also having to deal with aliens trying to abduct you. That's what allegedly happened during a traffic stop in the United States, according to beforeitsnews.com. This YouTube video could prove it. And then a big white light appears, and then the policeman's gone. Have they considered he could have just walked away? I'm not sure that's gone through their mind yet. Another Mind the Gap will be on its way shortly. Well done if you got that one right.
Get things started on the most sensational.
And if you didn't, it's not a very useful life skill, I wouldn't worry. It's the JOM Radio Show! Yes! And time for this week's Something Old and Something New, the first of which comes from Take That and their brand new single, Let in the Sun.
You found yourself alone in a room, total devastation. In the darkness you must enter the code and crack the combination all on your own. Pick yourself up and search for the light, hungry for a new start. It's your chance now to stand up and fight. Take the next step now, a day at a time. Open up, everybody's waiting. From high above, feel the love. Open up your windows, let in the sun. Let in the sun. Let in the sun. Just let in the sun. Good to see you with your feet on the track, waiting for a restart. Leaving all that once was holding you back. Want you shining. Oh, every color in your eyes, in reflection of the light, every minute, every night. Open up, everybody's waiting from high above. Feel the love, open up your windows, let in the sun.
Great new tune from Take That, Let in the Sun on JOM Radio. We've got 6 minutes past 7 now. Still to come, great music, of course. We've got our something old this week. We've swapped them round just to shake it up a bit. Else it will be exactly the same every day, and nobody wants that. To be honest, we hoped you wouldn't notice, but you probably have. That was, of course, as something new, as something old is on the way in a few moments' time after the second
Mind the Gap
of the day. And this one comes from HuffingtonPost.co.uk. A DJ is selling his what on eBay? A DJ is selling his what on eBay? And have a think about that one.
Mind the Gap.
And you can find out the answer after a bit of Stevie Wonder. And then we'll look at some of the things we've learnt this week. How much can you squeeze into 8 more minutes of radio? A lot, apparently. But we're going to give it a good go. Sir Duke. And of course, the wonderful Stevie Wonder now at 7 minutes past 7. A DJ is selling his what on eBay?
Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand, with an equal opportunity for all to sing, dance, and clap their hands. Well, just because the record has a groove, don't make it in the groove. But you can tell right away it's left to A when the people start to move.
Right then, Stevie Wonder and Sir Duke there.
Mind the Gap.
DJ is selling his beard on eBay, apparently. Famous indie dance crossover DJ and producer Andrew Weatherall has popped up on our radar because someone is selling his beard on eBay. This is from the Huffington Post, by the way, so it's must be true, of course. Not the rights to his beard, literal trimmings of his facial hair. The auction is currently set to fetch a whopping $8.50. Have they typed that right? $8.50 for a beard. Sounds like a bargain to me, when it ends on the 10th of February. So if you do want to get yourself a beard, there's a quick heads up. Some things we learnt this week. 96% of customers who have experienced bad service never complain about it. This is all from the Telegraph. Number 2, eating eggs makes you more philanthropic, apparently. That's interesting. And we also learnt that Hasbro has hidden thousands of real euros inside French copies of Monopoly to celebrate its 80th anniversary. Right then, our final song of the evening now comes from Jack Savaretti. And it's called Home, and it's brilliant. I'll catch you after this for some few more things we've learnt this week, and then we'll end the show.
Out of sight, out of mind. In the darkness, there's no light. There you go. Now I know what it means to stay in faith. I won't give up, I won't give in. I'll give it everything. This feeling is real. And I wait, my love, come home, 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 come home, home, home. And I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, home, home. Help me stand, help me rise. I can't bear the changing time. This is the road we chose to take. No regrets and no mistakes. They say patience is a virtue, but I can't get through. This feeling is real. I only know that now and I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, home, home. And I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, 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 this feeling is real. I only know that now and I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, home, home. And I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, home, home. And I wait for my love to come home, 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 come home, home, home. And I wait for my love to come home,
That's Jack Savaretti and Home on JOM Radio. And what a great show it's been, and it literally is almost time for me to hit the button on the closing music, and there it goes. Some more things we've learnt this week. Number 5, there's going to be a Killer Mockingbird sequel, and its announcement has sent the sales of the original novel by 6,600%. Isn't that amazing? 8, golf is less popular than it used to be. Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's boring. That's exactly right. Sorry any golf fans out there, but really, just staring at grass all day, is there a need? I don't think so. I'll see you on Sunday night, and Joe is back tomorrow evening. Yep, Joe's back. I know, what's going on there? You can catch him from 8:15. Until Sunday, have a great weekend. We'll catch up then. Goodbye.